Hello everyone, welcome to our post-completion OPT video series. In this video series, we will cover what is OPT, how do I apply, waiting for OPT approval, employment rules and reporting requirements, travel and OPT, and finally, graduate students with thesis or dissertation remaining. This first video will be an introduction to OPT. After viewing this video, you should be able to do the following. Define post-completion optional practical training or OPT. Understand OPT eligibility requirements. Know the timelines of your OPT application. So what is post-completion optional practical training? Post-completion optional practical training is permission to work or train in the US in a field related to your degree. Post-completion OPT is 12 months long and it begins after you have graduated. One thing to remember about post-completion OPT is that graduate students can apply for and begin post-completion OPT even with thesis or dissertation remaining. There is a video about this topic specifically. You are eligible for post-completion OPT if you have maintained F1 status. You're eligible if you've been enrolled in a full course of study for 1 academic year or will complete 1 academic year by the start of your OPT. You are eligible if you have not been authorized for a total of 12 months of full-time curricular practical training or CPT. And finally, you are eligible if you also have not been previously approved for 12 months of OPT at the same degree level. Please know that time counted towards the 1-year requirement begins from the program start date on the first page of your valid I-20. We recommend that students apply early, and that's about 90 days before your graduation date. Graduation dates correspond to quarter end dates in the academic calendar. We would recommend you factor in 2 to 3 weeks for ISS to process your OPT I-20. You can also check the USCIS website for current I-765 processing times to have a general expected wait time for OPT approval from USCIS. If you're a bit confused about when you can apply, when you can start OPT, and when you should submit your OPT I-20 request to ISS, we recommend you use the OPT calculator that we have on our website. As a reminder, once you send your application to USCIS with an OPT start date, you will not be able to change that start date, so choose carefully. And you don't need a job offer to apply for OPT. So here we have an example I-20 with 2 sections highlighted in purple. One of them is your program end date and the other is date issued. The program end date on your I-20 will automatically be updated when ISS processes your OPT I-20 request if it needs updating. Once you have your OPT I-20 and the end date has been updated, that program end date reflects the absolute last day you can work on campus or engage in off-campus CPT. Again, if you work on campus, the program end date on your OPT I-20 is the absolute last day you can continue working. Not all campus supervisors know this rule, so you must notify them. If your on-campus work relates to your studies, it might be possible to return to the job after you've been approved for OPT by USCIS. Thank you for watching this video about what is OPT. Next, please watch the video on how to apply.